The MotoGP world has been shaken up once again by Valentino Rossi's shocking accusations against Marc Márquez, who is rumoured to be responsible for Pecco Bagnaia's decline in performance. Rumours and speculation are now rampant in the paddock, and the situation within the Ducati team is heating up. Is it true that Marquez has played a hidden role in Bagnaia's recent decline? Let's discuss it. The 2025 MotoGP season is shaping up to be one of the most challenging periods of Francesco Bagnaia's career. After 2 dominant seasons in which he led Ducati to the World Championship, Bagnaia's performance has declined sharply this year. Once known for his consistency and composure, he now appears to have lost his way, struggling to find his racing rhythm. Even MotoGP legend and VR46 Academy mentor Valentino Rossi has spoken out about his favourite student struggles. In an exclusive interview, Rossi admitted that Bagnaia is experiencing the most challenging period of his Premier Class career. "We're going through a difficult time. We're helping Pecco 100% to find a solution," he said with concern. Since the start of the season, Marc Márquez's arrival at the Ducati Lenovo team has been a major talking point. The Spanish rider has adapted quickly to the Desmercedes GP25, performing competitively from the opening round and consistently achieving podium finishes. In contrast, Bagnaia has struggled to maintain consistency. In the first 19 rounds, he has only secured 2 wins, his worst tally since his debut with the factory Ducati team. Rossi also admitted that having a teammate of Marquez's calibre is difficult for anyone. "He's starting to struggle a bit with a fast teammate like Marc," he said. "But Pecco has the quality to bounce back." However, the 2-time world champion appears to be struggling with internal pressure. According to Dani Pedrosa, this situation could directly impact his psychology. Pecco might be thinking, "Why does he have to share a garage with Marc now?" Pedrosa said. Internal Ducati data shows that Pecco Bagnaia is currently experiencing the most challenging period of his career with the factory team. He has lost his 2 main strengths, sharp braking and corner-out acceleration, aspects that have been key to his victories. Now, in an area that used to give him an absolute advantage, Bagnaia is often making small but costly mistakes, such as going wide on a corner or losing traction when exiting it. Even Valentino Rossi's loyal assistant, Alessio Uccio Salucci, can't hide his concern. "He's not braking as accurately as usual. It's as if he's lost motivation and confidence," he said, Salucci. "We all know Pecco isn't the type of rider to give up easily, but this time, it's clear there's a heavy burden on his mind." Rossi and the VR46 team are now directly involved in helping their beloved pupil overcome this challenge. They're trying everything: private training sessions in Tavullia, race simulations at Misano, and intensive discussions about motorcycle setup. They have one goal: to get Pecco back to his best. However, amidst these efforts, a new issue has emerged that has shaken the atmosphere in the Ducati garage. According to several internal sources, Bagnaia's problems are not just technical, but also related to the team's internal dynamics, an issue that has further intensified the tension at Borgo Panigale headquarters. The drama reached its peak at the 2025 Australian MotoGP. Without Marc Márquez, who was sidelined due to a shoulder injury following an incident with Marco Bezzecchi at Mandalika, Ducati's performance slumped dramatically. Bagnaia failed to finish, falling 4 laps short of the end, while test rider Michele Pirro finished last. Gigi Dall'Igna was deeply frustrated by this situation. Italian media outlets described the atmosphere in the Ducati paddock as tense and gloomy. Dall'Igna reportedly berated the technical team and questioned the direction of the bike's development. "It's like we've lost half our strength," said one team member. "Marc is not only a fast rider, but also an exceptional technical director." The poor result at Phillip Island also marked a sharp decline in Ducati's performance as a factory team. For the first time since 2019, not a single Ducati rider finished on the podium. By contrast, Aprilia performed remarkably well, with Raul Fernandez winning the race and Marco Bezzecchi finishing third. With Bezzecchi's victory in Australia sparked new rumours within Ducati. According to reports in the Italian media, Ducati executives have begun to suspect that Valentino Rossi is behind Bezzecchi's extraordinary performance. Bezzecchi, who now rides for Aprilia Racing, is no stranger to Ducati. He used to ride for the VR46 racing team, Rossi's satellite Ducati team. He was developed directly within the VR46 system for several years and was considered one of Ducati's major projects for the future. However, since moving to Aprilia in early 2025, his performance has skyrocketed. At Phillip Island, Bezzecchi displayed the calmness, speed and strategy that characterized Rossi's riding style at the height of his career. This has led some Ducati executives to suspect that Rossi is indirectly influencing Bezzecchi and the Aprilia team's resurgence. Bezzecchi isn't just fast, he's also mature and reads the race with great intelligence, just like Rossi in his prime, said one Italian MotoGP analyst. This suspicion grew stronger because Bezzecchi performed exceptionally well when Ducati lost Marquez. It was as if, when one of Ducati's strengths disappeared, their old products began to destroy them from the outside. Some within Ducati believe this has backfired. The rider they helped develop in VR46 is now their most dangerous opponent. According to a source within Ducati, Bezzecchi still carries the VR46 DNA, the mindset, discipline and racing instincts shaped directly by Rossi. The ability to read a race like that cannot be taught through data, simulations, or even the most sophisticated engine technology. Rather, it is the result of character development, natural instinct, and extensive experience on the track. And we all know who his teacher is, the source said meaningfully. In light of this, Ducati has reportedly initiated a comprehensive evaluation of its entire development program, including the potential re-evaluation of its collaborations with external development academies such as VR46. Aprilia's victory with Fernandez and Bezzecchi is not just a technical achievement. It also symbolises the shifting balance of power in MotoGP. For the past 5 years, Ducati has almost consistently dominated the top flight. However, with an internal crisis and Marquez's absence, they now seem to have lost their way. Meanwhile, Aprilia is reaping the rewards of hard work, as well as perhaps some knowledge inherited from VR46. Bezzecchi's mature and composed riding style demonstrates that he is not just Rossi's shadow rider, but the true successor to the legend. The 2025 MotoGP season, which was originally predicted to see total Ducati dominance, has now turned into a season full of turmoil. Pecco Bagnaia is under pressure, Marc Márquez is injured, and Ducati has lost direction in its development. Meanwhile, their former protégé has become the most dangerous threat. Valentino Rossi himself has emphasised that he only wants to help his students develop. However, his influence is undeniably felt throughout the MotoGP grid, at both Ducati and rival teams like Aprilia. MotoGP 2025 is not just about who is the fastest on the track, it is also about who can shape the future most intelligently. Will this season mark the end of Ducati's dominant era? Or will they experience a resurgence under immense pressure from Marc Márquez and in the shadow of the legendary Valentino Rossi? Let us know your thoughts below,